Hey guys, it's Rob. 343 days until I turn 30, and like I said last time, it's time for a little Q&A. Let's go ahead and take care of the check-in. I am down half a pound again. Yes! Rocking my way through that. Getting back down toward that lowest point again. I will aim to behave myself on the 4th of July break here. Novel editing is still in process. Should be further along, but I'm paralyzed with fear and indecision about every decision I make on it. And it's just, I want it to be so perfect, you know? Like, you only get one chance to make a first impression, and I want this book to be so good so that people will say, hey, I will buy more stuff from that internet guy. That would be nice. That would help me make a living. So, meanwhile, I just, like, every decision I make is, you know, it's like I'm having, like, melodramatic breakdowns over everything I do, and it's slowing me down. So, trying to overcome that, keep working, keep momentum, say yes to things and keep moving. But man, I've invested a lot of like mental gravity in the editing process right now, and that's what's slowing things down. In the past two episodes, I've gotten two questions, and I figured it would be a great time to answer them here because I said I want to do a little Q&A. Comment number one. I noticed that while you had a lot of weight progress from last year, down about 30 pounds, you seem to now stay floating around 230, even when you're consistent with your routine. Is that just your set point, or do you think you'll be able to bust through that? You look great, by the way. And that's from user Noble Bear, who I actually know in real life and have met. Noble Bear, it's not that it's my set point. It's user error. It's me dropping the ball on certain things. It is not that the plan has stopped working. It is that I have not as easily been able to stick to the plan. It is also that as I get closer and closer to my target weight, when I first started this, like one day of messing up could be corrected by like 3 days on the ball. Now I'm at a point where one day messing up can only be corrected by about a week of discipline, and so it's that much harder to keep keep the momentum and not break under the pressure. That's just discipline. That's me trying to learn how to be a person with willpower and sometimes still messing up. And that's the goal of this whole project. I mean, that's I started this thing off because I wanted to be able to talk to people about to be able to check in and to say, hey, I'm doing good, or hey, I'm not doing so good, and to have to worry about reporting what happened. And it's going to be a big struggle for me because I have not been a particularly disciplined person in my life. But there's under a year left, and there's still a lot of time. At this point, considering how much weight I'd have to lose, about 50 pounds to get to 180 in time for the deadline, and the fact that it's only going to get slower and slower as I get closer to that target weight, because I will not be able to dismiss the same fraction of calories that I did earlier, just because that gets me closer to like a danger zone of not getting enough nutrition if I push it too far. I may not make 180. I may not make 180 by the time I turn 30. But I still will happily know that I've added, probably healthy years to my life, and certainly I feel better about how I look and how much energy I expend just moving around during the day, because I'm not hauling that same amount of weight around. The second question comes from Demeters, and it's a two-part question. First part is, why don't you use a bandana for your YouTube stuff? And second part is, also, is the cover art done for the novel yet? I don't use the bandana for the YouTube stuff, mostly just because I had not invented the Bandana Rob persona, which is my screen name on Twitch, link below. That came later, after the YouTube channel started, and so I started here sans bandana, And then I created that Bandana Rob screen name over on Twitch, and someone mentioned to me very early that if I am Bandana Rob and I am not wearing a bandana over there, well, that just seems like false advertising, and we were promised more bandana. So over there, I make sure that every time, all the time, 100% of the time, there is a bandana involved. Over here, I've worn it like once or twice when I was about to stream, like right after YouTube recording. But mostly, it's just it has not been a goal. It has not been a deliberate effort to wear a bandana over here. And is the cover art done for the novel yet? No, but it probably could be at this point. And good on you for mentioning it, because I kept putting it off on the basis of, well, I need to have the exact dimensions of the book, and until I have the final edit done, I won't know how many pages I have, which means I won't be able to think about the exact dimensions of the book's spine yet, which means I won't have final dimensions for my artist. But then I thought to myself, wait a second, self. There's going to be cover elements layered over this art that can absolutely fill up the space in between cover art. So while the artist might not be able to do cover elements yet, certainly he could do like the core art piece over which cover elements are laid. So based on that comment, maybe I should get that moving. Good thinking. I like it. So thank you guys for asking some questions and giving me something to address here. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to read them in the comments. I will not address them next episode because that's episode 100, and I will be away from my computer, which means you will be getting another cell phone video because that's the video recording capability I have on the road at the moment. But I'll try to record some fireworks for 4th of July, U.S. Independence Day. That'd be cool. And I'll get episode 100 done. And then in 101, if you guys have asked some questions, I will address those at that time. That's all from me. Thanks again, as always, for watching. Like and share if you enjoyed, or if you think anyone else would be interested in the projects going on here. As always, links below to all the stuff I'm doing on the internet. Dungeons and Randomness just recorded a new episode for the group that I'm in. That should be posted in a little while, so check out the DNR link down below. And that's it. Going into the week here. It's Monday. So have a great week. Take care. And I will talk to you guys again soon.